Come one, come all, to the greatest show this side of the astral plane. A champion of a rival arena making their debut here in our own. The Scourge of Belah's Pits.
Salutations.
I found you, and not a moment too soon. You're in danger. Danger, I tell you. I was attacked by a group of bounty hunters. No. Maybe. But then I thought better of it. Wait. Something is wrong. We're in an ambush. Careful. I suspect the bard's not really a bard. You will not take me alive.
Bind and ready them for transport. Denneton will pay us handsomely for these ones.
Ach, mein head. By the Oakfather's leafy ass. I've never met a woman who could drink like that. 1 minute I'm singing with an ale in one hand and a wench in the other, and I wake up here. Where in the nine hells am I? I would if I could, but the guards say nothing to me. I tell you this though. From where I stand, it is looking like a room of some sort. Has a floor, walls, doors. Yeah. We are in a room. I do not know why we were brought here. I am thinking I was snatched for my fame in fighting, drinking, and my way with the ladies. Aye, well, if you find out where the food, ale, and women are, come back and tell Voghill.
There's nothing we can do.
Yes, all spells have been disrupted. We are at their mercy.
You are all weak, or cowards, or both. I am a master of teleportation. I can and will escape this dungeon.
Do not be rash, my young friend. You may not like the result.
Rash? Rash? My power cannot be contained. Now watch and learn.
Well, he was right, in a way. He escaped, after a fashion.
Poor lad. His power could be contained after all. Just not within his own body. And you are... What is this place? Are you my apprentice?
I trust you have no hostile intentions.
Performers?
Welcoming feast?
You dare try to command Hort Evildearth? I'll rip you open and strangle you with your own entrails.
Strangling your enemy with their own entrails. A classic.
Pah! Some of these guards aren't fit to wield a steak knife, much less a sword.
True, but there are many of them, and the spellcasters among us have been rendered powerless. Better to bide our time and gather information.
I'd expect such cowardice from a drow.
And I such wisdom from an orc.
That's it. I could use a fight, and need no excuse to kill a drow.
Calm yourself. You actually growled a few two-syllable words there. You don't want to break your brain now, do you?
Might as well. Food is food, but I believe a feast was mentioned.
Declare yourself.
Come in and take your seats. This is a wonderful day for you all, the beginning of a new life as a hero fit for the epics. Or a villain, perhaps, equally fit for the bards to sing of. The choice is yours. But I get ahead of myself. Introductions are in order. I am Quartermaster Tidal, your new best friend and advocate as you embark upon your path to fame, fortune, and yes, even immortality.
Oh, by Tamora's dice, give it a rest already.
Bradel, did you say something? No? Keep it that way. So, where was I? Oh yes, I am Quartermaster Tidal, friend to the famous, mentor to the mighty, Grand Vizier of all.
He was right, Turtle. I don't have all day.
Oh, yes. Of course, sir. Everyone, this is Denneton, Master of the Arena. His wealth is unending, his largesse unmatched, his...
Silence, fool.
Of course, sir. As you wish, sir. Right away, sir.
As Turtle said, I am Denneton. I own the arena you are now a part of, a very special arena. This is no pit filled with poorly trained slaves stabbing each other for the amusement of the lowborn. No, this arena, my arena, is unique. There is nothing like it in all of Faerun. Each of you have been chosen because each of you is a legend. Your fame will attract those elements of Thayan society that truly matter to my arena. I mean our wealth, of course. This is a partnership. I need you, and you me. Well, if you absolutely refuse to fight, I'll have little choice but to kill you. But I'm sure you want this arena to succeed as much as I do. So, I'll focus on the positive rather than the negative. Anything you want, you will receive. Any culinary treat you crave, any entertainment, no matter how obscure or depraved. For most fights, you'll be pitted against useless fodder. You'll easily win, but your job is to put on a show. Suck the audience in, make your opponent's deaths as entertaining as possible. Now, allow me to introduce you to each other. First, hailing from the 10 Towns, we have the mighty warrior, Voghill the Vast.
The Vast? What is this? I have never used such a nickname. Fine. It fits.
Excellent. And over here, we have a man of the gods and for the people. A man for whom battle and honor are not just words, but a way of life. Yes, it's Timoth the Champion Goodtree.
This place is a blight upon Faerun. Tempest demands I destroy you, it, and all these other heathens.
That's the spirit, Timoth. Play that destroy the heathens angle up a bit. The crowds will suck it in. Next up is a man of the cloth, a man whose love of Lathander burns bright as the emerging dawn, yet one who yearns to see the wretched cast into the darkness of the abyss. I give you Brother Elrish of the Sun Soul.
The pits of despair seem darkest to those who will not see.
We could all benefit from such, well, let's call it wisdom.
A lion alone can have no pride.
Right. Next, we have a woman eager to be judge, jury, and executioner. Equally happy protecting the weak and punishing the guilty. A woman whose name is so great she needs no nickname. It's Mercy White Dove.
By what right do you imprison us?
Think of yourselves as my guests, my dear, and of the arena as an inn. Next is a wizard of deceptive power. His aging body may seem past its prime, but his mind is sharp as any blade. I give you Dulf, the ancient threat Ebonbeard.
Huh? What? Well, where am I? Who are you?
Don't let that act fool you. Very cagey is the ancient threat. Of course you shall have one. How about the Ravager? No. Infinite Desolation. No, I don't like that. Of course, you are the Scourge of Baloth. Right, with that cleared up, we can turn to the show itself. So now we decide which part each of you shall play.
You're joking. I'm the greatest warrior here. The glory should be mine.
You, the greatest warrior? Greatest halfling warrior, maybe. But that still only makes you half the warrior I am.
Half the warrior you are? What? You ain't a fighter who wasn't a drunken fat ass?
I conquered the nightmares. An entire clan of orcs, wiped out in an afternoon.
Oh, you kill orcs, do you? Maybe you'd like to try me out, you ale-drenched whale.
Back off, orc. He's on the list. You can kill him when I'm finished. Wrong. I'll gain the satisfaction of gutting a pompous ape.
Fools. No matter how well we're treated, we're ultimately just slaves who live and die at the whims of our master.
Enough talk. More killing.
Bring it on, baboon.
To the pain.
Stand still and fight.
You cannot comprehend the pain I shall inflict upon you.
Winged, come forth. I command you.
That was horse death blow.
Stand down, mortals.
The bigger they are, the harder I beat on them.
I trust the point is clear to even the dimmest among you. Obey me, or face the Winged's wrath.
That's it then. You ingrates have ruined your feast. I hope you enjoyed it. You'll get no more food until you've earned it in the arena. Speaking of which, when any of you finally do decide you're ready to fight, you'll find me amidst the merchant stalls just to the east of here.
By Moradin's hammer!
The fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Greetings. How may I... Wait a second. Do I know you? We set up shop brewing potions, just like always. Potions to make you stronger, quicker, and smarter. I'm always happy to reminisce with an old friend such as yourself. Oh, that. Well, as you may remember from our meeting in Beowulf's pit, the concoctor communicates by releasing spores. How may I help you? Of course, ask away. That's quite a tale. The concoctor and I were searching for gems and potion ingredients near the underdark city of Blingdenstone. One of them, a wretched half-elf known as Joker, struck the concoctor on the back of the stem and injured him. What do you mean, tell them the real story? That was the real story. Fine. Maybe I embellished a little. You can hardly blame me. When the spores reached my nose, I started sneezing uncontrollably. I sneezed so hard I did a full backflip and landed face down on top of the concoctor. The hunters thought it was so funny, they decided to keep us alive and bring us here. How may I help you? Of course, ask away. That wretched dwarf, when Joker injured the concoctor, she kept the piece of stem she cut off and gave it to the cook. Yes, I know you're very proud of how good you taste. Stop interrupting. Anyway, the cook liked the stew so much, he's been trying to convince Dennerton to let him cook the rest of the concoctor ever since. Wretched dwarf. How may I help you? Of course, ask away. Maybe you're right. We do provide the finest potions in Old Faerun. I'll take the matter up with him.
What do you want? Greetings of the Vigilant One, Lathander. To you, blessed, child, in what way might this humble monk be of service to you? When the mouse enters his burrow, does he not find the seeds he has stored away for the winter? And does not the winter follow the fall? Therein lies the answer to your question. Understanding comes only with time and many donations to the Church of Lathander, the god of knowledge, understanding, and, bountiful donations. What? What can I do for you, my stray sheep? Lathander is the curious god. Ask away. Consider this. You have come to me with questions, and I have spoken to you of Lathander, which has prompted more questions. Yes, even as the egg reveals its secret in the summertime and blooms into a wondrous butterfly, Lathander incites wonder and curiosities in his followers. Understanding comes only with time and many donations to the Church of Lathander, the god of knowledge, understanding, and, bountiful donations. What? What can I do for you, my stray sheep? Lathander is the curious god. Ask away. Of course. Why else would I have this shaved head? It's a wig. I'm far too humble to display my deep devotion and piety to my fellow performers, so I wear a wig. Things are not always as they seem. Does an apple tree bear acorns? Does the bear resemble the walnut in the thicket when spring melts the winter snows? So it is with my wig. Understanding comes only with time and many donations to the Church of Lathander, the god of knowledge, understanding, and, bountiful donations. What? What can I do for you, my stray sheep? Lathander is the curious god. Ask away. I am a monk of the Sun Soul. I've taken vows of poverty, shaved my head, and now proclaim the wonders of Lathander. God of suffering. I also accept donations. Yes, quite sure. God of suffering. What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Lathander is the curious god. Ask away. While engaged in a completely legal and legitimate investigation of a certain highly sought-after holy relic, I was captured by that unholy winged and her bounty hunters. What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Of course I would. Lathander is the god of battle and warriors, after all. What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Why, what have you heard? That is, I'm a monk of Lathander, of course. I am Brother Elrash, a monk of the Sun Soul and follower of Lathander, god of nature and flowing rivers. All donations accepted. For the, starving children. Yes, the starving children. Yes. Oh no, I assure you. It is quite cold there. Nothing but tundra yetis and floating chunks of ice. 10 gold, that's it? I mean, please consider that the winter has been especially harsh this year. Surely you could spare some more. Aha! Now I can buy that new turkey for the starving widows. Ah, Lathander's blessing on you. I must pray now.
State your business and be off. I've matters to attend to. I shall give you some time. Prove yourself worthy of it. I am the most just and merciful white dove, doombringer of horror. You may call me Mercy. Violence repays violence. Evil repays evil. Good repays good. These are the tenets of horror, who brings justice and retribution to each according to their actions. Allowances? Excuses set forth to falsely acquit the condemned. May you find justice, or retribution, as the case may be. I haven't time for idle talk. What would you know? After listening to some of the others talking, I think we all came here in much the same way. Mark my words. Those bounty hunters shall feel retribution in turn. Combat reveals many things about an individual. My skills do not come free. I haven't time for idle talk. Ask me again after we've fought together in the arena. May you find justice, or retribution, as the case may be.
Oh, hello. You speak to me, I suppose? Salutations are certainly suitable in this social situation. Query me quickly. You find my phonetics familiar? Ah, yes. Through a certain sister's second servant's son, we are somehow siblings. Extraordinary individuals exhibit extraordinary traits, and my antecedents were extraordinary in the extreme. The dashing duelist, the persistent pugilist, the gallant gladiator returns. Have you a moment to discuss your latest match? Foolish fighter, you have asked already. You may as well ask another. Who am I? I insist on immediate information illuminating your identity. Who are you? The rampant rumors of your recent residence are ratified. I am the Sultan of Scholars, the Regent of Recorders, the Baron of Bards, sought by pashas, kings, lords, and emperors alike to chronicle the conquests and catastrophes of our time. I am the renowned, the beloved, the exalted, the inestimable Stanel Ebor. Foolish fighter, you have asked already. You may as well ask another. My role cannot be related by mere words. I preserve for permanent posterity the power and prestige of the pit's performers. My characters and stories will be the talk of nobles and nobodies alike. You have the distinction of being a part of this timeless tale. Displease the crowd, and these others will surely pinch your place as plucky protagonist. Ah, a perceptive performer. Your reflections are right, my determined detective. Denneton is not the only one behind these pits. Foolish fighter, you have asked already. You may as well ask another. No problem can long perplex or puzzle my preponderance of perception. Ask away. Indeed I do. My knowledge of monsters is monumental. Listen to my lore and live longer. Demons and devils have been acquired for the arena. Finally, the great golem you face will split at the slightest strike. Foolish fighter, you have asked already. You may as well ask another. No problem can long perplex or puzzle my preponderance of perception. Ask away. The ancient arcanist, Dolph Ebonbeard, is the supreme scriber of scrolls. So soon? Has the entrapped expert elucidated entertainment in these halls of incarceration? Very well. Enjoy your enslavement.
Ho ho, what have we here? Come, raise a flagon with me. We'll drink till we die in the arena. Or the bar. The bar is more likely for me. I thought I was getting a late start. What are you, some sort of paladin? That's unfortunate. But don't worry. Old Vogiln will loosen you up. Vogiln's the name. A fighter, drinker, and lover. Though not necessarily in that order. I'll tell you what I know, and a few things I don't. Good at fighting? You could say that. I killed a dozen tundra yeti, barehanded. Twice as tall as a man, and thrice as wide. Claws and fangs like daggers. I was escorting a caravan from the 10 towns south to Luskan. In the middle of the night, a pack of yetis attacked. In the chaos, I lost my axe. I had to rip one of their hairy arms off and use it to club the others to death. The devils had killed the oxen and most of the guards. I had to pull the wagons to Luskan myself, fighting yetis and bandits the whole way. Yeah, and what can mighty Volkin do for you? I'll tell you what I know, and a few things I don't. I like a drink, when I'm not fighting or sleeping or drinking already. Yeah, and what can mighty Volkin do for you? I'll tell you what I know, and a few things I don't. Saying Volkin knows a thing or two about women is like saying Elminster can cast a few spells. I know that you'll be giving in to my charms. You will change your mind. They all do. Yeah, and what can mighty Volkin do for you? Drinking. You have come to the right place, my friend. What do you want to know? Maybe when you've won a few fights. Yeah, and what can mighty Volkin do for you? I'll tell you what I know, and a few things I don't. Not so soon. Not so soon. Well, come find me the next time you need a drink, a laugh, or a pummeling. Yeah, and what can mighty Volkin do for you? My assistance does not come without a price. 1,500 gold pieces, and my axe is yours.
Wonderful. Another person I'm sure won't prove to be hopelessly dull and predictable has come to speak with me. Sarcasm? You wound me. No, please stay. I've nothing better to do than answer each question that flits through your feeble mind. Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer. If you wish to know more about me, it only stands to reason that I long to divulge my most closely kept secrets to you. Indeed, I've been standing here hoping I could recount my life story to a complete stranger. No knowledge of me is remotely common. Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer. I suppose this is the curse of my imprisonment here, to be forced to tolerate the rabble around me. Rude. I merely state the facts. But perhaps I have been overly hasty. Looking about me, I see little opportunity for conversation more engaging than that you offer. Therefore, I will share the tale of my betrayal and subsequent incarceration. I have advised her on occasion, and she has provided certain useful services to me. You can imagine my excitement when I received word that the Winged had secured some for me. I was not defenseless. I never am. Ah, what a retort. I'll have to steal it.
You were saying Gestamachen. That is your name, correct? You were saying... Well, what were you saying?
Actually, my name is Gesundheitemin. I was talking about how violent heat causes empyromatic salts in the beetroot.
I'll have to reflect on that.
You have a visitor.
Oh, hello. Have you been standing there long? Gazmithan and I were... Well, we were having an edifying discussion about the, something.
I love the old wizard. He's the only one who has anything worthwhile to say in this place.
So, young one, you wanted to speak to me about something? So, Ghoul Raven, about the beetroot's empyromatic salts. Those salts.
Seems the old man's already forgotten about you. I can't say I blame him.
How may I help you? Achoo! What you need is the salve of senile serenity. The concoctor can brew one for only 100 gold pieces.
No, you don't understand.
He doesn't stop. There is genius in him, buried way down. Do you have that drink I recommended? Why does Belogulp insist on giving his potions such ridiculous names? Salve? I'm not rubbing it on the old man's head. Dulf, our friend here brought us a drink. Let us make a toast. To your venerable age, Dulf Ebbenbeard, by human standards at least, and to many long years ahead.
And to you, my young friend. Oh my, that is tasty. My head feels light all of a sudden. Gesthemen, what is in that drink? Bring me a barrel.
Our good friend here brought it for you. I believe they wish to speak with you.
Well, I hope there's more where it came from. So, you had a question. I'm all yours, for the time being at least. I can't really recall. I haven't seen much of it. The people who brought and keep us here are much more distinct. I know who that golem is, or rather was.
It is Banor, isn't it?
Well, just so. A terrifically talented wizard. Nobody knows exactly how he ended up in the adamantine golem's form.
Has anyone ever tried to return his mind to his body?
I doubt anyone even knows where that body is now.
Like yourself, perhaps?
Perhaps. Well, you sound doubtful. The spell required is long and complicated. Wonderful.
One step closer, and I'll pluck your beady eyes from your evil skull. I'm talking to the gnomish weremole behind you. Her name is Jinga. She's stalked me since I got here. She's a crafty one. Sometimes she looks like a chair, and sometimes she looks like a chamber pot, and sometimes even a piece of cheese cleverly hidden between two pieces of bread. She'll never take me alive. Quiet. Jinga has ears everywhere. Muffins. There are some muffins on that table. Never mind. My capture, yes, I remember. I was being chased by a clan of vampiric kobolds. The fiends took on many shapes. A passing wagon, a basket of turnips, a hedgerow cleverly trimmed to depict the fall of the Netherese Empire. They were clever, but I saw through their disguises. The blood-sucking kobolds took the form of a flying woman, a giant metal ape, a burning lizard, and their henchmen. They bound me, brought me here, left me at the mercy of the infernal weremole. I know you're there, Jenga. You can't fool me. Quiet. Jinga has ears everywhere. The monsters. They're pretty. They remind me of my pet rat, Snuffy. Nothing she said made sense, so I let her go. Nobody wants to listen to a lunatic. On your way out, tell that table if it doesn't stop laughing at me, I'll have its legs off.
I am Sir Timothy Goodtree, Knight of the Order of the White Sun, Champion of Tempest. I slew the demon Ormius in the Battle of Arkenbridge. I see you arrived with the rest of us. I don't know about you, but I have no intention of remaining here long. First, I must study our enemies, the guards, Denethon, the Winged and her followers. All will have their faults, some of which we might take advantage of. I'll come to you if I think you have a part to play in this plan. I would see what you are made of before committing myself to you. I must speak first of this shrine area. Tempest tolerates your wretched god, Laris. I suppose I can extend the same courtesy to you. But this supposed altar to Tempest, what can I say? I don't need your permission to come and go. As for the rest of the arena, it's a blight. But you know that already. I was defending a village on the Delambir River against a band of raiding orcs. Each tale of battle is a prayer to Tempest. To interrupt one is sacrilege. As I was about to say, I stood in the center of the first line. 100 orcs or more charged us, as orcs will, a motley crew in complete disarray. We met their charge. The line shook, but our feet were well planted and our wall held. Suddenly, in front of me, I saw the Planetar. I do not know where she came from. She raised her sword and spread her wings. I understood she was challenging me to single combat. We traded blows for I know not how long. Her companions put me in shackles. The next thing I knew, I was here.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
You have my greetings, faithful one.
That suits you fine, doesn't it, Kirel? How Tempest could have called such a coward to his service is beyond me. You should celebrate the arena for what it is, an opportunity to prove oneself in battle. What would you know about skill and tactics, Kirel? When did you last visit the training hall, or fight one of Sturv's menagerie?
Kneel and repent.
Don't touch me. Stay back. That would be for the best. I don't want to hurt you. Sometimes I hurt people without meaning to. They said they'd help. Come with us. We can help you, they said. Lies. All lies. They tricked me. The winged said she knows someone who could teach me to control the fire, the explosions, all the magic that comes out of me. I've burned down villages, killed hundreds of innocent people, turned flocks of sheep into rattlesnakes and farmers into chickens. I've had enough of it. Nobody... Thank you, Molzan. I do hope she smiles upon me. Someone's got to, surely. Certainly not to help me. I suspect they or Denethor thought it would be entertaining to have a wild mage in the arena. Sometimes. Why do you ask? I don't know anything about healing. Ask Molzan. I'm sure she can help you. I've never cast such a spell, intentionally or otherwise. Sorry. I'd love to see that. Unfortunately, chicken shifting for me has only ever been an unintended outcome. I couldn't possibly scribe it onto a scroll. Spirit transference. I've dabbled in it in the past. I think I could do it. Probably. But you know, my scrolls are no more reliable than my spells. If you're game to try, I'll need an item belonging to the being the caster intends to switch bodies with. Given that I cannot guarantee its effectiveness, I'll only charge you 4,000 gold pieces. You can pay me when you bring me that item.
I am Hort-il-Dirth, first of the bone scars. My arms count 29 scar rings. I am the many-scarred warrior of my clan. 3 females lie in my hut. Hort does not speak to those who are without scars. And you are female. Females are not warriors. They bear the children of warriors. They say you are a great warrior, but how do I know it is true? Prove yourself. Then maybe I, Hort-il-Dirth, first of the bone scars, will speak with you. Hort-il-Dirth, first of the bone scars, is eager to see that. My name is Hort-il-Dirth, first of the bone scars. No walls can contain me. You do not wear the scars. Prove yourself in the arena.
What are you looking at? You tired of having eyes in their sockets? Because they won't be there long if you don't look elsewhere. Hospitality coordinator? You think that's funny? You watch your step. You're real close to making the list. Veldraki. The Fiend, Denneton calls me. You heard of the Mirabar Massacre? That was mine. Murders of Malford? That was mine, too. The drowning of the Deepwash, the killing of Kingsdale, the hanging of Hargrove, the beating of Belveston, and the burning of Browswaite. All mine. All on the list. Yeah, that was some gnome gang hopped up on turnip juice. Crazy buggers. Not right in the head. You got a question for me? You got 5 seconds. Talk fast. Why do you want to know? I guess you could say that. Sometimes people don't even realize they are a problem. Sometimes I'm hired. Sometimes I do freelance work on my own. I kill for a lot of reasons. Got any more questions? You got a question for me? You got 5 seconds. Talk fast. So I walked into this dump of a tavern in Luskin. Just finished 3 big jobs and had some gold to drink through. First thing I see is a great big guy at the bar. He looked pudgy. Slow, you know. I should have looked twice. Soon as I explained his newly acquired on-the-list status, he throws off his cloak and grabs me. In the tavern light, I saw him as clear as day. He was made of metal. I must have stabbed him 100 times. He just smashed me in the face a dozen or so times until I blacked out. I woke up here. Thanks for reminding me. I need to put that guy on the top of the list. Never heard of the list, huh? Not surprised. Most who know about the list end up on the list. And those on the list don't live long enough to talk about the list. X'd, offed, snuffed, permanently silenced, sleeping eternally, done in, resting in pieces, exterminated. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. It's the smart thing to do.
Hey? Talking instead of training? Typical amateur. You newcomers are always wasting time talking, eating, sleeping, plotting. Take a lesson from a professional. Spend your time honing your combat skills. You'll live longer that way. You and the other newcomers. You've never been gladiators before. If you were a true professional, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. What is it? I suppose I can take a short break from training. Make it quick, though. I've not become the master of the arena by talking. Training is the key to success, and I am the greatest there has ever been. I am Simm Haksimius, though I bet you already knew that. A gladiator of my fame can hardly go anywhere without being noticed. Such is the price of greatness. Don't think it came easily, though. I've spent every day of my life training for battle. That's why I'm here talking to you instead of rotting in an unmarked grave. You and the other amateurs here would do well to follow my example. Try not to get it. You would think so, wouldn't you? I can't tell you the number of new gladiators I've battled who pay little attention to their own defense. They think that a strong sword arm will save them. Sometimes it does for a few fights, but eventually they fall. Pay attention to your defenses. If your enemy cannot strike you, it's just a matter of time before you defeat them. What is it? I suppose I can take a short break from training. Make it quick, though. Typical amateur. Always thinking of talking instead of training. I'll answer your questions, but then it's back to the training room. Am I to spend the whole day standing around talking and losing valuable training time? I've been a gladiator from my childhood, and I am undefeated. You would be wise to follow my example and train regularly. What is it? I suppose I can take a typical amateur. Always thinking of talking instead of training. I'll answer your questions, but then it's back to the training room. I don't share my secrets with amateurs. What is it? I suppose I can take a short break from training. Typical amateur. Always thinking of talking instead of training. I'll answer your questions, but then it's back to the training room. It was inevitable. Denethor has created the greatest arena fights of all Faerun. I must say that I'm impressed. Slave? I am no slave. I'm a master gladiator. Crowds of thousands gather to watch me fight.
Oh, hello there. If you're looking for Title, he's normally in the merchant area. Me? What for? Title's the one in charge. Title likes to call it grunt work. Basically, that's everything required to actually run the place. Track the inventory, order supplies, arrange for the performer housing, see that their quarters are clean when they're killed. Their services are no longer required. Who are you talking about? I prefer not to think of my cousin. He takes every opportunity to run me down. I'm sick of it. He's an insecure runt, and for a good reason. He'd be nothing without me, and he knows it. You think all halflings are runts? You're wrong. All halflings are short, but there are runts even by halfling standards. Tottles a full half-inch shorter than I am. A combination of bootlicking and backstabbing. Those qualities make him the perfect tool for Denethor, luckily for him. Oh yes, don't let Tuttle's arrogance fool you. He's in chains, same as we are. Not that he's without influence. His word here is law. Cross him and your life will be very uncomfortable, or more likely, very short. I don't know much about him. Denethor doesn't enter the performers' quarters often. Tuttle's just about the only one with access to him. He's a red wizard, I know that, and I gather he's somewhat influential in Thay. The planar hunters. They're the metaphorical sword in Denethor's iron fist. Certainly. That's quite an eclectic list. Some of those things would be extremely difficult, not to mention expensive to come up with. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. Certainly. I'm going to forget I heard that, and if you're smart, you'll forget you said it.
I have things to do. One not being sitting on me duffer talking to you.
I am happy not. No, I'm not.
You need something, stranger?
There are many ways of dealing with such as you.
This will be a slow and painful process.
Ah! I've been anxiously awaiting your debut in the arena. I know what the legends say, but does the reality measure up? Perhaps not. But if anyone can do it, I'm sure it's you. Now are you ready to fight? I always have time for one of my flock. What can I do for you? Ah yes, my dear cousin Brodel. He's envious because of my high station and the fact that Dennerton really relies on me. It's so nice that someone finally sees what I have to put up with. Of course! Oh, it wouldn't be fair to the other combatants to say...
Lords and ladies, dignitaries and honored guests, today I give you something truly extraordinary. A champion of a rival arena making their debut here in our own. I give you the Scourge of Bailiff's Pits. In what is sure to be little more than an exhibition, the new challenger will face several orcs captured in the wilds near Nethra. Before we begin, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience? We shall sleep better tonight, knowing there are heroes in this world. The time has come. Combatants, to arms! My performers are victorious!
The dashing duelist, the persistent pugilist, the gallant gladiator returns. Have you a moment to discuss your latest match? I'm sure prevailing over that pack of portly pig people proved a perplexing puzzle for a preeminent pugilist like the purported Scourge of Bailiff's Pits. But let's not belabor the business. This chronicle is sure to be a bestseller.
I haven't time for idle talk. What would you know? The Winged One and her lackeys aside, none who live have heard the tale. I received a mission. On the trade road north of Skuld, I came across a scene of destruction and despair. The woman could tell me little between her wails of despair. The Winged One and her henchmen had slain the travelers and left them there, knowing I was to pass. I haven't time for idle talk. What would you know? I do not share this tale lightly. My father was a rider of Nesme, honorable and well respected by all who knew him. For his valor, he was given command of a company of riders. Though I was little more than a girl, I hunted the man and killed him. I haven't time for idle talk. You've proven yourself in combat and earned my trust. They have no particular loyalty to Denethor, and are mediocre warriors at best. I have observed their sparring matches. May you find justice, or retribution, as the case may be.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. I've been wondering what role you might choose to play. Oh, good choice. I think you'll play the role to perfection. Will you be fighting our latest offering, or will you attempt to fight one of your previous battles again?
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you again to our main event. You've already met our next combatant. Once again, I give you our newest attraction, the Scourge of Belah's Pits. This challenger is entirely homegrown. There's not a craven orc in the bunch. What in Farron are you babbling about? Naturally it won't work.
This had best be important, Denethor.
It is. Make an example out of these fools. A gruesome one.
As you wish. I shall expect payment shortly.
Of course, of course. Now off with you. Everyone, please settle down and return to your seats. In the meantime, grab another ale or leg of mutton while we do some slight restaging. As for you performers, let this be a lesson to you. There will be no changes to the script, and the script is this: you fight. Attention, everyone. We are ready once more for today's main event. Before we start, would you like to address your adoring fans? Amazing! The champion of Belah's Pits just convinced the crowd they're the underdog. The bodies will be piled high today. The champions of Belah's Pits have won!
So, I understand this latest fight had a bit of excitement before it even began. Here's the story. You are a scintillating subject. This chronicle is sure to be a bestseller.
What is it? I suppose I can take a short break from training. My typical amateur. Always thinking of talking instead of training. I'll answer your questions, but then it's back to the training room. Very well. You've proven yourself to be a proficient warrior. If you face a group of enemies, always look for the wizards or priests. There are some monsters that can attack your mind. If you face an assassin or rogue, take care that they're not able to get behind you. Do what you will. I must return to training. What is it? I suppose I can take a short break from training. Assist you? Certainly. I never miss an opportunity for more training or to study the combat style of my fellow gladiators. You never know when we'll be facing each other. I will meet you in the arena for your next fight.
Hello again. The arena awaits.
Welcome once more to the unequaled drama of the center arena. Speaking of clawing, our next challengers hail from the marshes of Tult. But before we begin, is there anything you'd like to say to your adoring fans? Noble savages indeed. My performers are victorious.
Amazing adventure. Epic entertainment. Someone with the ability to lay low loads of lizard men only comes by, what, once a 10-day? Would you like to give a statement? A rare moment of rectitude. You are, as ever, a scintillating subject.
Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer. I've often wondered what it is about a brilliant wizard deep in thought that compels every passerby to inquire as to his current activity. The umber hulk in the holding area. I was contemplating the interface between its gaze and the resulting coupled resonance excited in the weave, which stimulates the appropriate brain waves, resulting in the confusion of its target. Aldar Nvash, a little-known but prolific writer on the subject, hypothesized that the phenomenon of the umber hulk's gaze affecting the weave in this manner suggests arcane. And now you stand there agape, trying to grasp the first word of the first sentence I uttered to you. Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer. Of course you seek my support in the pits. You realize such luxuries do not come cheaply, of course. 1,700 gold pieces is my price. A bargain in any estimation.
No, you don't understand.
I'm afraid Dulf's mind is clouded again. Do you have any more of Bellow Gulp's tonic? Dulf, here, have a drink.
With pleasure, Gacho Kamen. Here's to your health, my young friend. Ah, much better. Thank you. I take it you want to speak with me. Me? You want me, an old wizard like me? Well, it's good to feel wanted, despite one's advanced age. Let's go kick some arses.
Quiet. Jinga has ears everywhere. Anything to shut the furniture up. I'm tired of all their stories. Oh, yes, Chair. I'm talking about you. Anyway, that'll be 1,500 gold pieces.
Hello again. The arena awaits.
Attention, honored guests. Prepare to be amazed. Prepare to be horrified. Once again, I give you a warrior whose victories are the talk of the arena. Everyone, let's give a round of applause to the Scourge of Beloth's Pits. These next creatures were pulled from the mines of Mirabar. Before we begin, have you any words for the audience? The Scourge of Beloth's Pit wants to give us a show. Aha! Fantastic carnage! More! The champions of Beloth's Pits have won!
It's unbelievable the way these people fawn over you. I could bottle your sweat and sell it as an instant refreshment. Here's something from an incredibly devoted fan. Congratulations.
So, are we gonna kill something now? What's my status? Well, since when do you care about me unless I'm impaled in something's guts? Oh, well, fine. Let me think for a minute. Well, since you asked, I would like to register a complaint. I want to kill a dragon. Right now. No, don't look. Go kill one now. Go find one and kill it. That's right. Kill now. That would be so cool.
So, you were pitted against some dangerous denizens of the depths. Umber hulks, correct? The petrified beasts were pressed into the pit at pike point. Back of your skull. Fabulous quote. The readers will love it.
You got a question for me? You got 5 seconds. Talk fast. Sure. I'm in a killing mood. I'll meet you in the arena when it's time.
Hello again. The arena awaits.
Come one, come all, to the greatest show this side of the astral plane. Once again, I bring you a performer whose skill is matched only by their lofty reputation. I give you the Scourge of Beloth's Pits. Our challengers are some of the most despicable creatures in all of Toril. Before we begin, have you anything you'd like to say? Do you hear that? The Scourge of Beloth's Pits asks us to help create a masterpiece of death.
Hold, Denethor. These drow have not yet been paid for.
Oh, by the 9 hells, why do you interrupt me?
Yes, I will get my money now.
I can't get it right now. There's a match about to start.
See that I receive every last copper coming to me, or we will see how well you fare in these pits of yours.
Of course, you... You wretched wench, threatening me in my own arena? What are you all looking at? A victory worthy of the epics.
It's unbelievable the way these people fawn over you. I could bottle your sweat and sell it as an instant refreshment. Here's something from an incredibly devoted fan. Congratulations.
According to the schedule, a group of drow were your latest opponents. Your tale of defeating Baloth so easily rings false. Your declaration was the drivel of a deluded dimwit. With you as its subject, this chronicle will surely be a bestseller.
I hope you're faring well. Is there anything I can do for you? I'm finding more satisfaction there than I expected. There is little honor in this type of battle. Still, combat is a powerful draft for the spirit. Men such as I only truly live when we fight. There's nothing so pure as the emotions of battle. It cleanses the mind and shows everything else for what it truly is. Artifice. Staying alive is a critical part of fighting. The more I think about it, the more a confrontation with the Winged and her followers seems unavoidable. You have done well enough for yourself thus far. Perhaps we will fight together another time.
I see the scars of combat upon you. You are worthy of Hort-il-Durth, first of the Bone Scars. What would you have of me? I am the many-scarred warrior of the Bone Scars clan, and 3 females lie in my hut. My arms count 29 scar rings. That is all that matters. I am from the land of the Bone Scars. Hort-il-Durth and his Scar brothers raided a slave trader encampment near our lands. They surrounded Hort-il-Durth, but not before I bloodied them. I raised my axe high and screamed to Groomsh that I was about to join him in endless war. The winged female feared Hort and his Scar brothers. Hort-il-Durth, first of the Bone Scars, is a warrior. To be a warrior is to be free. Scar rings record a warrior's great deeds. What would you have of me? It is possible, but first you must take this oath, that you make those who hold us here your sworn enemies, and that when the day comes, you will stand by Hort's side when I deal them death's blows. Then, once we are free, we will find their families and burn their homes and dig up the bones of their ancestors and grind them to powder beneath our heel. Swear to this. You speak well, like a warrior of the Bone Scars. One more thing is needed to seal our pact. Good enough. We will fight together next time you enter the arena.
Psst. You asked earlier about plotting rebellion? You got me thinking. It'd be tricky, but based on what you've shown thus far in the arena, you might just be able to pull it off. You don't, and I don't know of any reasonable way to prove myself to you. At the same time, you have no way to prove you weren't setting me up when you asked last time. My freedom when you overthrow Denneton? There's something I need to find on the outside, but I need to get outside first. Great. Then we're a team on one condition. Tuttle must not be harmed. He's still family. I need your assurance that no harm will come to him. Any rebellion will have to face Denneton himself, his planer hunters, and the guards. I'm friendly with most of the guards. As for the planer hunters, the Winged is loyal to Denneton despite all her grumbling. The hunters' quarters are upstairs. I've never been allowed up myself, but the first step is getting to the stairway. The Nosers are the planer hunters' slaves. Tuttle hates them because he has no control over them, and they all know it. Actually, that's not true. My cousin Tuttle is allowed through. Once you're on the stairs, be careful. Word is the way up is littered with traps of all kinds. Discretion is called for. The Winged's band has 6 members. Dormammus, Duskun, Paul Pyrrhus, Joker, Banner Caxazel, and the Winged herself. The Winged is the most guarded of the group. An irredeemably vile creature. Thus Kuhn and Paul Pyrrhus despise each other. Like I said, he hates Thas Kuhn. Ah, Joker, the most mercurial of the bunch, and also the friendliest. One word. Odd. Certainly. Hello again. How may I help you? That's quite an eclectic list. But I assume it's important for our plans, so I'll make every effort to get them.
What is it? I suppose I can take a short break from training. Of course, I already know of your plans. I have already notified Dennerton of your plans, and he has taken the necessary measures to prevent your escape. I will remember your words when we meet in the arena. You will find that my blade is much sharper than your tongue.
What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Of course, anything for a donation. A vision! I have had a vision from above. Lathander has revealed to me the location of a key to the Hunter's Lounge. There is a certain runestone held by the Illithid merchant.
The dashing duelist, the persistent pugilist, the gallant gladiator returns. Have you a moment to discuss your latest match? Foolish fighter, you have asked already. You may as well ask another. Interest in my items? People peruse my possessions? Requesting my ring? I may relinquish such regalia for a reasonable rate. 2,000 gold pieces. And here you go. Accept my accoutrement with avid amiability.
What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Lathander be praised. Here is your key.
Declare yourself. Declare yourself. Yes? Declare yourself.
I'll be of help to you, if I can.
Declare yourself.
I'm a fine-looking strumpet, ain't I? 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 I'm a fine-looking strumpet, ain't I?
I am free. Thank you. Now flee. Dormammus will have sensed my escape. He'll appear any moment. Too late. No, no. Not again. It's your turn. It is done. Dormammus will trouble us no longer. It saddens me to confine another genie thus, but he left me no choice. His companions will notice he's gone. I will take his shape so they believe I am he. Now, go back downstairs, quickly.
I hope you're faring well. Is there anything I can do for you? Will I battle my captors? Yes, of course I would. I will await the signal. What were you doing in the Winged's quarters? I see. Researching your opponent or weakening them prior to battle is an integral part of warfare. Show me the gauntlet. Let's see if we can learn something from it. I recognize the writing. It is the celestial tongue. It says, to faith, family, masters, and all good beings of Farron. These are the fourfold duties that are part of the Code of Torm, the god who watches over the weak and the defenseless. Why would a slaver have a gauntlet dedicated to such a god? Is it a trophy taken from one of her victims? She is a celestial herself, and many of them do worship Torm. Could it be a reminder of her past? Has she fallen from her faith? Is there a way to use this to our advantage? I see none, but that may change. Keep the gauntlet safe. Unfortunately, we cannot wear it ourselves. It has power, but only a celestial may wield it. I hope you're faring well. Is there anything I can do for you? You fought valiantly against the Sahuagin and the Githyanki. Yes, I will fight at your side. The price of collaboration has been set at 1,500 gold pieces, correct? I will meet you in the arena. I hope you're faring well. Is there anything I can do for you? I was about to ask you the same. Let us unite our strengths. We share a bond forged by the violence of this place. A bond stronger than steel or iron. I look forward to joining you in the arena.
Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer.
No, you don't understand.
I'm afraid Dulf's mind is clouded again. Do you have any more of Bellow Gulp's tonic? Dulf, here, have a drink.
With pleasure, Gacho Kamen. Here's to your health, my young friend. Ah, much better. Thank you. I take it you want to speak with me. Wonderful. Let me see. Yes, everything I need is there. Almost. Have you an item belonging to Banor? Oh, that should work. I've given this project some thought. But, given the complex magic involved, only one who is intimate with the weave, a wizard or a sorcerer, will be able to make the transfer. Well, you can see just how dangerous this scroll could be. Scribing is an immense commitment. 8,000 gold pieces will suffice. I have everything I need to begin. Well, it's good to see you again, Grubish Nettlehammer. Well, this magic takes time. I'll come to you when the scroll is ready.
Keep your distance. I say that to be safe. There's very little chance I'll go off without casting a spell. You're mad. Why would you want that? I used to think that too. It's less amusing after you have accidentally wiped out an entire bloodline. Given the risk you are taking, I don't feel right asking you for the going rate for allies. Don't worry about it then. I'll join you for free this time. You're doing me a favor. I'm just happy someone wants me on their side. Great, this is great. I'll try not to disappoint you. Keep your distance. I say that to be safe. There's very little chance I'll go off without casting a spell. A piece of broken mirror. Interesting. Now for the matter of the payment. Great. I'll get right on it. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Ja, und what can mighty Vulcan do for you? I'll tell you what I know, and a few things I don't. Funny you should ask. Ach, you are a smart one. That is exactly what happened. That pretty little half-elf girl, Joker. Never met anyone that could match me drink for drink, but she did. Well, come find me the next time you need a drink, a laugh, or a pummeling. Yeah, and what can mighty Vulcan do for you? Drinking? You have come to the right place, my friend. What do you want to know? So, you think you are ready to drink with mighty Vulcan, do you? Fine. You are buying. Now that is some good ale. Yeah, you know that half-elf girl that works for Denneton, Joker? Well, she has hardly left me alone since I got here. She cannot get enough of mighty Voghiln's company. Oh, looks like you can't keep up with mighty Voghiln.
You got a question for me? You got 5 seconds. Talk fast. What am I, your mother? Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. Sometimes I need assistance jogging my memory. 1,200 pieces of assistance, to be exact. All right, I got most of what I need. Get me some wine vinegar and some rose petals and we're set. Don't look at me like that. You want the poison, you find them.
Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer. How fortunate for you. I stand here day and night, waiting, nay, hoping you might come to me with some task so I could be of use to you. For you, my dear friend? No. For my other dear friend, the one that glitters? Perhaps. That is, if enough of my glittering friends gathered together in one place. 1,500 of them, to be exact. Listen carefully. I require certain ingredients to make this poison. Gather some lotus root and distilled alcohol. The merchants may have such things. Bring them to me when you've found them.
What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Of course, anything for a donation. Poison? What would a monk such as myself know about poison? Wait! I have just had a vision from Lathander. I have been shown how to create a poison in return for your donation of 1,000 gold coins. May Lathander watch over you, and remember, I'm always open to donations to, further his work.
The dashing duelist, the persistent pugilist, the gallant gladiator returns. Have you a moment to discuss your latest match? Foolish fighter, you have asked already. You may as well ask another. No problem can long perplex or puzzle my preponderance of perception. Ask away. For potent potions, visit the vendor with the miserable myconid. Those are the strongest and the best. So soon? Has the entrapped expert elucidated entertainment in these halls of incarceration? Very well. Enjoy your enslavement.
How may I help you? Achoo! Perhaps. What would be the purpose of this something special? Achoo! The concoctor's happy to help. We've been working on a special poison for just such a purpose ever since that nasty half-elf attacked us. Very potent. I think it's around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. How may I help you? Achoo!
You got a question for me? You got 5 seconds. Talk fast. Ha! You found him. Didn't expect that. But fair's fair. I have a mixture almost ready to go. Let me just add these ingredients. And there we go.
Speak, please. I beg you. I can wait no longer. Excellent. The poison is prepared but for these ingredients. Just give me a moment to add them. There. Finished.
What? I mean, what can I do for you, my stray sheep? Here's your poison. Pleasure doing business. I mean, Lathander bless you.
Yeah, and what can mighty Volkil do for you? Of course, everyone needs Volkil's help. Where would you be without me? Now, tell me what you are needing. Oh, people have been talking about mighty Volkil, have they now?
Challenging Joker to a drinking contest? Have you lost your mind?
Salutations.
How may I help you? Achoo! What? The concoctor is not just a walking ingredient for the cook's stew pot. He's a close personal friend and a master of potion making. Achoo! You make a good point. Very well, it is agreed. Now bend over, concoctor.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
How may I help you? Achoo! Perhaps. What would be the purpose of this something special? The concoctor says it'll be hard to get. It won't come cheap. It'll cost 750 gold pieces and require a potion of barkskin. Achoo! I've seen some around. One of the other merchants, or maybe the priests, might have a bottle or two. How may I help you? Achoo! 750 gold pieces, please. Achoo! The concoctor says it would be a pleasure. Keep your gold and get that crazy dwarf. Here you go.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. An interesting story. When I first came here, Dennerton quickly saw that I was unsuitable for the arena. But after a short while, Cook had to admit I was too tough for the stew. He and Dennerton had an argument about what to do with me, and finally Dennerton said if that's the best Cook could muster, then he'd make me his boss. And here I am. Keep it up, and you just might find yourself rising to the top here. Well, not the very top. Of course. I probably shouldn't say, but, well, it's a pack of vampires, so cover your neck and make sure you have some protection against their unholy touch.
Good evening. Once again, for the amusement of your most discerning tastes, I bring you a performer of such talent and ability as to have vanquished all before them and emerged unscathed. It has been whispered that the shining spires of the City of Splendors conceal beneath them dark and terrible secrets. The whispers are true. Plucked from the shadows beneath Waterdeep, I give you the Vampire Lord Gaul and his coven of eternal darkness. Before the carnage begins, would you like to address your adoring fans? Imagine the excitement of this mighty performer using your gift to defeat this foe. The champions of Belas Pits have won!
Your pre-match appeal for material wealth paid off. Someone who wishes to remain anonymous wanted you to have this and asked that you continue kicking ass and spilling entrails. Enjoy.
You have undone the unbeatable undead! How does it feel? Most candid. I thank you. Sorry that your sentiments suffer so severely, but I am the scribe.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Well, since it's you, I'll spill the beans. It's a band of Githyanki.
It is my pleasure to once again bring you a seemingly unstoppable warrior who has vanquished foe after foe. The sages and scholars write of the vastness of existence, how there are realms and planes vastly different and far removed from our own. Ah, I see some among you doubt me. See, I give you, the planar travelers, the Githyanki. Before the slaughter commences, would you care to address the audience? What a joy it would be to see your mighty gift turned against the legendary blades of the Githyanki. My performers are victorious.
Your pre-match appeal for material wealth paid off. Someone who wishes to remain anonymous wanted you to have this and asked that you continue kicking ass and spilling entrails. Enjoy.
You have defied death, deftly defeated the descendants of Gith herself. Dazzle me with details. I see. Let me just finish writing, and there. Spare me your sniveling.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Fine, stop twisting my arm here. What we've got ready for you is a Sahuagin sorcerer who's adept at summoning water weirds.
You have seen the scourge of Baloth's pits fight denizens of the surface realm and the Underdark, and prevail every time. Now, they will face a new foe for your entertainment. From the deepest oceans, I have captured strange and bizarre creatures, the likes of which not even Thay's most learned scholars know. Look and wonder. An ancient and powerful race, the Sahuagin produce warriors beyond compare. Before we begin, have you anything to say to the Thayan people? Your hero defends your honor once again, good citizens of Thay. The champions of Baloth's Pits have won!
It's unbelievable the way these people fawn over you. I could bottle your sweat and sell it as an instant refreshment. Here's something from an incredibly devoted fan. Congratulations.
A stunning skirmish. Did you ever doubt the downfall of the denizens of the deep you dynamically destroyed? Good. Very good. Pitiful protests.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Gilliton would disapprove of my saying, but hey, you're a star. So your next opponent is Mardi, a halfling conjurer who specializes in summoning elementals.
I am not a sentimental man, but concern wells in my chest for our performer. For your entertainment, I have found a sorcerer of such immense power that even the very manifestations of the elemental planes obey his every command. As always, before we begin, I want to give you the opportunity to speak to your fans. The performer calls for an item of power, a favor from the beloved people of Thay. My performers are victorious.
A malevolent mage and his menacing minions managed magnificently. Tell me all. Fantastic material. Your banal blunders are far too boring.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Well, I like you, and I hope you live, so I'll help you out. Watch out for this next fight. Dennerton's advertising it as the Blood War brought to the arena.
It has been said that this arena's performers could challenge the 9 hells and prevail. Today, one of them has that opportunity. From the depths of the hells and the abyss, the mightiest devils and demons have been brought here to battle this performer. Those in the first row, who are in the habit of leaning over the safety railing, I beg you exercise restraint. And as always, I offer you the chance to speak to your fans. Imagine it, demons and devils begging for mercy. A victory worthy of the epics.
Hi, an audience member donated this and asked that you use it in your next fight. Congratulations.
Deftly defying dastardly demons and devils, dishing out death and destruction. Share your sensational secret. The record shall read, mine is for writing, and yours is for warring.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. A horrible woman leading a ragtag team. No respect for me, and no respect for Dennerton. I'm glad that you get it. You know, I like you. Stick with me and I'll see you go a long way. Of course. I probably shouldn't say, but we have a group of monks from a cult known as the Twofold Trust.
Love hearing heresies? Fascinated with fathoming philosophies? Do you linger at temples listening to the priests debate the merits of their beloved gods and goddesses? If so, you're in for a treat. It is commonly believed that light and darkness constantly war one against the other. You may be surprised, even shocked, to learn not everyone shares this opinion. The cult of the Twofold believes that light and darkness both spring from a single goddess, Shar and Salune combined. But before the clash begins, would you care to address your adoring fans? Aha! Will the good people of Thay leave this performer to face ancient magics without any aid? My performers are victorious!
Hey, I managed to get those items you asked for. You wouldn't believe the lengths I had to go to. Psst. I set up that meeting with the lieutenant. He's in the barracks. I can take you there if you like, or you can go on your own when you get around to it. Follow me.
So you're Broda's friend, eh? The name's Leokas. What's this about? I'm not a fool, mate. I know the game. This meeting never took place. For now. No. The guards come from several mercenary corps Dennerton's hired. Figured it'd be something along those lines from the way Brodel was talking. Let's cut to the chase. First, I'll need 100 gold pieces to guarantee I remain silent about this meeting. Because I say so. 100 gold pieces and my mouth stays shut. Absolutely nothing. In fact, I'll remember that in case I lose big at cards tonight. Now pay up. All right then. I'll forego the cash. But my soldiers are another matter entirely. Perhaps I could, but I won't. I've more sympathy for my soldiers than I do these slaves. A pleasure doing business with you.
You have silenced the monks of the Twofold Trust. Please, share the secrets of your stunning success. Riveting remarks. You and I are the only ones who will hear your pitiful protests, while an entire nation will read my worthy words.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Well, since it's you, I'll spill the beans. It's a big golem. But watch out, because this golem has a unique secret.
Greetings, honored guests. Recline in your seats. And let this next performer take your troubled minds far from the rigors of your daily responsibilities. I have brought many bizarre and powerful creatures here for your amusement. But nothing has prepared you for this evening's spectacle. I bring you the Shattering Golem. Have you anything to say before we begin? There are no finer spirits to be found anywhere else. The champions of Belas Pits have won!
It's unbelievable the way these people fawn over you. I could bottle your sweat and sell it as an instant refreshment. Here's something from an incredibly devoted fan. Congratulations.
You have conquered the countless constructs and made gravel of the great golem. Quite a show. What have you to say of your exploits? Splendid, splendid. Let me just catch that last phrase. Got it. Your fallible faculties fail you.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Fine, stop twisting my arm here. Denison actually had the hunters travel down to the coast and drag a lich out of a crypt.
Your attention, please. Make your way to your seats and prepare to bear witness to our next performer. Conventional wisdom would have you believe death comes for us all. She scoffed at death. I give you the Lich, Leah Redson, and her undead horrors. But before we begin, have you any words for the audience? The performer speaks the truth. The Lich is a powerful foe. My performers are victorious.
You have laid low the Lady Lich and live to linger in luxury. Do tell me the details. Yes. You may stop talking now. Your fans favor fiction over fact, I fear.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Denison would disapprove my saying, but hey, you're a star, so your next opponent is a trio of Rakshasas.
Again, I appear before you as your humble servant. I am honored to present the next great gladiator and entertainer. Now, I must warn you, if there are any cat lovers in the audience, they might wish to leave before this next bout. You have known the vicious Rakshasa as nothing more than a bard's tale invented to frighten children and entertain their parents. But before we begin, do you have anything to say to the audience? Imagine the excitement of this mighty performer vanquishing the horrid Rakshasa with your gift. The champions of Belas Pits have won!
Your pre-match appeal for material wealth paid off. Someone who wishes to remain anonymous wanted you to have this and asked that you continue kicking ass and spilling entrails. Enjoy.
You frantically fought the felines and found yourself fortunate. What were your thoughts as you faced the Rakshasa? What uninspiring ideas. Do not fear. I shall improve on them. The record will remain as written, regardless of your ridiculous requests. I know what I'm doing.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. This is a tough one. You'll be facing several mind flayers who will be looking to feast on your brains. But the real threat is their leader, who's capable of unleashing an unbelievable psionic assault that has killed all their previous opponents.
Take your seats, steel your nerves, steady your hands, good mistresses and masters of Thay. Thayans are an educated and well-read people. From the depths of the Underdark, I have procured the bizarre and alien Illithid for your amusement. But before we begin, do you wish to speak? How can any right-minded person refuse such a request? A victory worthy of the epics!
Easily eviscerating the malevolent mind flayers as they gazed gastronomically at your mouth-watering mind. What's it like having their tentacles wrapped around your head? I think I can make something out of that. Finished. Nonsense. The stress of the pit pollutes your pitiful perceptions.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Oh, it's a fantastic opportunity. Denneton's well connected. He's got a powerful backer. Around here, they don't get more powerful. So he's definitely on the shortlist for high office. Yes, they do say that, don't they? You know, it's always good to have someone with your wisdom around. Of course. I probably shouldn't say, but we have some of the Winged's old comrades in arms who actually tried to collect a bounty on her.
Come in, come in. Find a place and prepare for a spectacle you shall remember all your life. Raise your voices and welcome our next performer. You have seen this performer battle monsters from the Underdark, creatures from other planes, beings from other worlds, ugly and disturbing things. Today, you will see the angelic beauty of the celestial realms, fallen from grace and captured for your entertainment. Behold, the fallen divas! Have you any words for the audience before you face your fate? A rare opportunity. Test your gift against the heavens themselves. My performers are victorious.
Wow, you obviously have at least one rabid, not to mention extremely wealthy, fan. Just look at what someone sent you today.
You defied divinity, defeating the Devas. Do detail your surprising success story. You make my task terribly tedious. What I have written is what will be read.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. Look, I think you should be very worried here. Next up is Doga and Kazon. That's not one, but two demi-liches. Twins in both life and death. And whatever you've heard about demi-liches, I can assure you it's all true.
Your attention, please. I, Denneton, have the distinct honor of bringing before you the next performer to battle in the pits. There is a place of darkness, a place time itself has forgotten. Within the tower are two wizards rumored to be older than the desert they inhabit, preserved in the immortality of lichdom. Have you any words of wisdom for your adoring fans? Imagine the excitement of having an authentic Lich skull. What a souvenir! The champions of Belas Pits have won!
Laying liches low and living to laugh at your luck. How did you do it? And that's why I'm the writer. Fear not, I shall revise your ramblings. If I wrote your words, I would be a wandering wastrel instead of a successful scribe.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. You're now among Denneton's top acts, so he's pinning you against his other top performers.
Do not be alarmed. The sound you hear is not thunder, the shaking of the ground, no cataclysm. Things are well in hand. Please find your seats while I introduce your next entertainer. Feel the air crackle with energy. Listen to it rumble, as though a mighty tempest were bearing down upon us. Wiser than the eldest scholar, more powerful than the greatest wizard, and stronger than the greatest warrior, I give you the great dragon, Elaxia, and her offspring, Orlus and Nizlar. But before we begin, do you have any final words for your adoring fans? Not one, but 3 dragons, eviscerated and torn asunder by your very own gift to the performer. My performers are victorious.
You deftly defeated the dreadful dragons. Tell me the tale of your triumph. Are these mediocre musings the most you can muster? Details, my deluded duelist. Now go away. You're bothering me.
Hello again. The arena awaits. Of course. I understand much of the current talk on the Sword Coast revolves around your next opponents.
Behold, my generous patrons and patronesses. Behold the most battle-hardened and fierce gladiator the pits have yet produced. You have seen them vanquish beasts from the Underdark, from the depths of the seas, from the reaches of other planes of existence. You have seen all things, mortal and immortal. But there is one thing you have yet to experience. The power of the gods themselves. Yes, people of Thay, I give you the offspring of Baal himself, with their faithful cultists, here to battle to the bitter death. You've had the opportunity to address the audience many times, performer. This may be your last. Have you anything to say? Surely not. People of Thay, show your generosity to this humble performer. A victory worthy of the epics.
Brodel! Where are you, you flea-bitten louse?
Yes, Turtle. What is it now?
It's the Winged. That dim-witted Planetar and her crew have been gone much too long.
Shh, be quiet. If that gets out, how long do you think it'll be before someone takes advantage of it?
You don't understand. Denneton sent the hunters after something big. Really big. Now he's scared they've all been killed.
Yes, I heard you. Everyone heard you. Control yourself.
Gods, can you imagine if the slaves heard about this?
Oh, how fortuitous. The time to put our plan into action has arrived.
You have beaten Baal's brood. Impossible. I mean, how did you do it? Brazen boasting from a blundering battler. Let me show you how it's done. My virtuous volumes will leave a lasting legacy long after you languish in the grave.
There's not as many here as I'd hoped, but we can't afford to wait any longer. Denneton's in the arena overseeing a fight, but he won't be long.
How many more are there? A few in the arena, but most of us are here.
No waiting. This is killing time. Let's go.
They are right. We should marshal all available resources.
Fortune and Tempest favor the bold. The Lord of Battles will guide our blades.
Wait? Well, who are we waiting on? Are you the one we're waiting on?
That's not a good idea. The planar hunters have disappeared. Hopefully they're gone forever, but we can't count on that. Remember the bargain we struck. Turtle is not to be harmed. That wasn't the deal. You said you wouldn't harm Turtle.
Bravo. Who's Turtle?
Why would you agree to such a request? Turtle has made us all miserable.
If I find the little toad, I'll roast him with a well-placed fireball.
Turtle must pay for his crimes. There can be no compromise on this.
I'll flay the flesh from his bones and suck out the marrow.
Then I suppose I should be thankful that I struck the deal with our friend here. I suggest we head to the barracks. Confronting Denneton while leaving dozens of guards behind us isn't smart. We'd be surrounded. It's too late to coordinate with him now.
Today we avenge the injustices done against us. Victory or death!
Woohoo! What are we cheering about again?
Time to send some fools to the afterlife.
Tempest, may you take pleasure in this day's battle. Help me stand true against my foes.
Enough words. Let's kill something already.
That's the spirit. Let's go. In Arvarine's name, death to Denneton!
Down!
You have this under control. I think it's best I remain unseen. Good luck.
Declare yourself.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Kill them all. Well met. When I heard the rebellion was underway, I secured the barracks here. We're ready to take the fight to Denneton. Still lording over the arena, I imagine. I doubt he heard the alarm signaling your rebellion over the crowd. We can probably catch him by surprise. The captain thinks he can contain you here until reinforcements arrive. He's wrong. There are actually 2 ways into that room. You can sweep through the kitchen to hit him from behind, but you'll have to deal with Sturv's beasts along the way.
Declare yourself.
That's a lot of blood.
All right, everyone. No gawking. Quickly, form a line. We'll make our stand here if need be. Oh, there you are. Just wait till you see this. The vault's been blown open. Be quick about it, though. The matches are still going, but it's only a matter of time before Dennerton learns what we've done.
You hold all our fates in your hands. We are surely doomed.
Though you face Dennerton alone, you fight for us all. See justice done.
Save Dennerton's eyeballs for me.
Are you ready to face Dennerton? News of our uprising must have reached the upper chambers by now. Excellent. Let's get you... Uh-oh. Sounds like the matches are nearing an end. You'll have to act quickly to catch Dennerton. Let's go.
This isn't your fight. Oh, I get it now. The revolt has begun. Help me finish these ones off, and my axe is yours. You have my thanks, and my word is true. I will return to the pits and slaughter the rest of the guards. But I want you to have these.
You're a gift from the gods. Thank you. I foresee a great battle before you. Take these if they'll help. I'll return to the pits and see that no surprises come at you from behind.
You've had a nice run, but this is as far as you go. I'll not let you destroy what Dennerton and I have worked so hard to achieve.
You are a fool. There is no freedom but death, no life but combat.
You have me wrong. I neither need nor want freedom. Rodel did that. Really? Be that as it may, I have no other choice. I cannot go back to my life as it was before here. I don't know what to do. I just don't know.
Turtle is a weakling and a fool, but I shall not be cowed so easily. I am nobody's fool. And yet, there is something to what you say. If I take up arms in defence of Dennerton, I will have lived and died as his pawn.
You've really made a mess of things. You could have had wealth, glory, immortality. Instead, you will die. Your body dumped in an unmarked grave. And for what? Have you learned nothing? Your fate remains the same as it always has been. Oh, by all means, please enlighten us. A pretty speech, but words are of little consequence here. Tell me, how did you coordinate this little rebellion? Very interesting. Did you enjoy any of your matches here? I see. Very helpful. Finally. It took you long enough. Did you get the Tarask Planetar? Is it here?
Such a creature is beyond even our power. Send us on a suicide mission like that again, and our relationship, to say nothing of your life, will be at an end.
We can handle our differences later, Winged.
It will be done.
The time has come to shed this appalling disguise. I am Dormammus no more. Now, come, and let us win our freedom.
What?
This is well under control, so there's no need for me to risk my neck. Farewell, my pets.
Torm, please, take pity on me. Ah!
That's it. They're dead. The Winged and the Planar Hunters are really dead. I can't believe it.
Ah, you have had a stunning victory here today.
You have slain our captors. My thanks. You've saved me some effort.
Our oppressors have faced justice at your hand. I salute you.
Nice job. Too nice. The Winged was on the list, and you killed her. Normally, that'd get you on the list. I'll make an exception this one time.
I foresaw this great day, but that doesn't make its arrival any less sweet. Thank you. Your name will be sung wherever great deeds are held dear.
I don't see Denton among the dead. He must have run. Without his hunters, he's no longer a threat to us or anyone else. And you spared my cousin Turtle. That couldn't have been easy. Thank you for your restraint. Farewell.
As you freed me from the Ifrit's prison, it appears we are even, mortal. As you wish.
Ah, I deduce that you've definitively dispatched Denethon's defenders. Would you care to provide a detailed description of the drama? A sorry summary of the slaughter. Such specious stories are sadly standard for you. It is time to reveal that I am not merely Steno Ebor, the scribe, but am also a wizard of not inconsiderable power. I can instantly teleport you back home. I cast a spell to take you home. What's so hard to understand? Are you ready? Home! My pitiful performers of pathetic power want to go home. Well, let's take them home!
Damn it all! Damn the slaves, double damn the Winged, and triple damn... What? Oh, Master, it's you. We need to be away from here. Your planar hunters failed. Our arena's in disarray.
A captain goes down with the ship.
You want my head on the floor beside the Wingeds? We have plans. If I'm dead, how can I help you eliminate Asnar?
Plans change, Denton.
But...
I must cut my losses before the extent of my involvement here is revealed.
Wait!
You are now a loose end.
No! Please! Ah!
I do not tolerate loose ends.